that are on our radar. So first on my watch list is PG Electroplast. It's partnered with Whirlpool for semi-automatic washing machines. Now, I mean, you might have a time right now where you won't have too much of a run-up in stocks, but it'll be news specific. So if you're looking for ideas, PG Electroplast could definitely be one of them. Stock has already run up about 3.5% yesterday, and if you can pull the year-to-date chart up as well to get a sense of how it has been doing. So this partnership with Whirlpool, we don't have the entire deal size yet, but remember, it's been a whopper this year, 300% up on PG Electroplast, and could see some action today as well. HG Infra Engineering is the other one. HG Banaskantha BESS enters into a deal with NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam. The agreement is regarding purchase of battery energy storage, and the company will be procuring about 185 megawatts of battery energy storage. They've also acquired 28.4 lakh equity shares in the HG Jethpur solar project, and basically they've acquired the stake in the subsidiary via rights issue for 2.84 crores. The investment is made for biz expansion. So just the expansion flow might see a bit of an upside. Now, the other one, Greaves Cotton. Now, this is an interesting one because per se, even though we are in this exciting phase of fundraise, etc., and which is why you might see a bit of a bump in Greaves Cotton. Its subsidiary yesterday, post-market hours, called Greaves Electric Mobility, has filed a DRHP for an IPO. The IPO will include a fresh issue of 1,000 crores. So a fairly large size. The Greaves Electric IPO will include an offer for sale for 18.9 crores, and it's known for its Ampere brand of e-scooters. So you might see some shareholder allocation buzz on the Greaves Cotton stock. But just to give you an idea of what's been happening with Greaves Cotton, their two-wheeler business reported a 56% fall in sales in FY24, a drop of 46% in revenues because of increased competition, and they were not eligible for subsidies. And in the second quarter of this year, the electric mobility division reported 175 crores in revenue, but the margins were at minus 30%. So this is not a profitable company which is raising money. However, I just wonder, considering how much excitement there is in the primary market, will Greaves Cotton show some buzz today?
Yeah, could be interesting. Could be interesting for sure. Okay, like we said, not too much in terms of news flow, but give you a sense of some of the key movers in trade yesterday based on both price and volumes, and some of them could be active, and therefore on the activity charts could be high today. So look at Sadhana Nitrochem, for example, 19% uptick yesterday. Volumes were about 8.8 times 2-week average. Watch out for Intellect Design, 17% up yesterday, 8.26 times. India Cements, and we told you the reason yesterday why that was happening, 8% higher because of the arbitrage of the open offer, 6.23 times volumes. Adani Wilmar, 8.44% gains and 4.32 times volumes, excuse me for that. And lastly, Amber, the price gain was stupendous, 12.69%. Volumes too, for the usual quantities that Amber trades at, it's not an illiquid stock per se, and therefore the 2.4 time volume uptake interesting. So watch out for some of these. Look very, very interestingly poised from a trading perspective. Vraj Iron and Steel has started a commercial operation. That's the second stock on my radar. Has started commercial operations of the sponge iron plant today, and therefore Q4, if it does everything successfully, could be good. FY26 could be good because it will have a higher capacity to sell if there is demand, and therefore Vraj Iron, who knows, may be active. And we'll talk in detail about defense, by the way, but I just found a couple of numbers in this Elara note interesting, which I just wanted to highlight before Anushi comes in and talks about everything else out there. But Elara says that they expect ordering flow to rise sharply in Q4. Inflows for HAL, look at this staggering assumption from Elara. They're saying inflows for HAL may jump by 1.2 trillion rupees or 1.2 lakh crore rupees in FY26. This is an annual order inflow for a single company that they are assuming. So pretty strong really, and they of course remain positive on HAL, BEL, BDL, GRSC. We'll talk about this in detail, but I just thought, Tamanna, that the number is so staggering because I think this started sometime in November, wherein one analyst came in and said, I don't remember which house it was, that order inflows will get bunched up in Q4. Now, suddenly everybody's coming to the fore and saying that, hey, watch out for order inflow activity in defense names, and maybe which is why some sparks in defense in the last few days after having a really lull of a year for a better part of 2024.
My only question is that these are long-standing orders. A lot of it is priced in. How much more to go? I mean, the larger theme of indigenization of our defense requirements is here to stay. That's a huge pivot that we've seen in the last, I would say, starting from the last 5 years, and the plan, of course, started from the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So that is a sea change. But how much upside there is would be an interesting conversation to have, definitely. But